Holidays are meant to be fun, relaxing, enjoyable even. When's the plane coming, Mummy? Mummy, when's the plane coming? My son's plaintive cry was becoming a little irritating. Tom was 3, his sister rising 2. I was pregnant. We'd always holidayed in the UK before, but we're now on a strange planet called Tenerife. He was becoming very irritating. We'd always say, holiday in the UK before, at a place called Selsey. We were fortunate enough to have access to a second home. We have a beach, large garden, access to nearby caravan park, but we thought we'd treat ourselves. Take the children on a journey, take them on a plane, let someone else worry about the cooking and the washing up. Tom was clearly homesick. His behaviour was becoming unbearable. It was having an effect on his sister. So my stern reply was, there are no more planes coming to this island for 1 week. That's 6 more sleeps. By day 4, Tom was beginning to relax, enjoy his surroundings. Day 5, he'd made a friend, a boy called Adam, whom he insisted on calling Madam. Day 6, he was having a ball. Day 7, the plane came. When we got home, we put on a brave face, my husband and I. We said, oh, we had a lovely holiday, great break, lovely surroundings, children were great. My husband muttered, we should have gone to Selsey. As newlyweds, we drove down through France, stopping wherever and whenever we felt like. On about day 3, we stopped at a little place called Agde. It was situated along a canal side. We had hotels on one side, restaurants, bars, shops, cafes on the other. There was a friendly little Frenchman that rowed you across to the other side. On the first night, my dutiful husband allowed me to choose where to eat. We wandered along the quayside. There were some cafes with rather rough, rustic-looking furniture, menus displaying fresh fish, but all looked a little bit unhygienic. There were restaurants displaying credit card signs. American Express, welcome here, MasterCard. So I chose one of those restaurants. We had a pleasant enough meal. The following morning, I was not well. I will spare you the details. It was accompanied by a blinding headache and a fever. My husband called the doctor. The doctor spoke very little English and muttered something about food poisoning, and you'll probably feel better in a few days' time. The following morning, I was still feeling very poorly. By the evening, I felt I was beginning to feel a bit better. So I said to my husband, shall we go for a meal out, not wanting to deprive him of another night in? Clearly buoyed up with his decision, he said, oh yes, let's go to one of those cafes. So we got the little boat, rowed across, sat down in the cafe, ordered 1.5 litres of wine, fish bouillabaisse for 2. The wine arrived, fish bouillabaisse arrived. Darling, I've got to go. I've just got to go now. I fled. I hailed the Frenchman with his little boat and made it to the sanctuary of the hotel bathroom. I'm pleased to report my husband stayed and polished off the meal. It would have been a waste. I don't blame him. The following morning, my husband declared, I've had enough. Taking you in sickness and in health is all very well, but you should have come with a warranty. We'd only been married less than a week. I'm taking you home, back to England, to see an English doctor. Poor John, poor me. I was obviously suffering from a severe bout of food poisoning. By the time we arrived home, I was feeling much better. Should have gone to Selsey. A few years ago, we went to Sicily. It rained the day we arrived. It continued to rain every day for the next week. There were landslides, road closures. It was the worst weather the country had experienced for 33 years. Should have gone to Selsey. What is it about Selsey? You can get there in an hour. You don't need a passport. You can drink the water. You understand the local lingo. There's a beach, a large garden. So whenever there's talk of a holiday in our household, my husband pipes up, "What's wrong with Selsey? Anyone for Selsey?"